Alright, y'all, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast West. I'm your host, Youth, and tonight's the night. Episode 1 of the second season of the West Channel coverage of high school football. Specifically, really, but in reality, it is the third season of recaps and everything episodes of high school football on the All Sports Pass Podcast. The North will be having their third season on the same day that I'll upload my video as well. So obviously, a new season is underway, and we're all excited for it. West Channel has several new teams on the cover list tonight, and we will be starting off with them to start. Also, not to mention a new host for the West Channel who will be covering West High School games as well. So a lot of new changes for the West Channel. Let's get started. Week 1 of high school football is underway, and we are going to start off with Oliver Springs High School. Obviously a brand new team on the West Channel. We will be covering them this year. Now, I have no idea if the team will stay for next season. I'm thinking about Clinton. I have no idea. But this season, we will have Oliver Springs 1-year deal on the All Sports Pass Podcast West. So obviously, first game of the season for Oliver Springs. Going up to Blount County, traveling to Eagleton, which may seem like an easy game for them. In reality, it is not. Eagleton being a 2A team, you'll never know what would happen to a brand new team like Eagleton. But, a good example of, new teams suddenly being good, Hardin Valley and Hartford Christian. So Eagleton may as well do the same, but then again, they've been existing for 4 years as a football program. I think they can have what it takes to beat Oliver Springs. But I do think, even though it is a hard matchup for Oliver Springs, I think they will find a way to win this game. And I think they'll get it done on the road to start off the season. So let's see what they do. The game's on Friday. Coming up next is William Blount, a team that I covered last year. They are returning this season as one of the teams that cover for Blount County, and they will be starting off the season week 1. It is Loudon. William Blount will be hosting this game, and obviously, as you can tell, a huge change for William Blount football as they moved down to 5A this past season. So obviously, they're now with a new district. They're going to be playing some more teams like Carnes, Powell, Hall, Central West, Clinton, Campbell County. I believe that's their district. But obviously, more teams in their district. I think William Blount made it harder for them to make it into the playoffs. But obviously, this game right here is not a playoff worry for William Blount, as Loudon is in 4A. So, William Blount, of course, if they do win this game, they will be looked as a good team because Loudon is a good 4A team. They're pretty good when it comes to talent and that kind of stuff. But so is William Blount when they were in 6A. And moving down, I think they might have a shot. So, I have William Blount losing this game, actually. I feel like, I know they host, but Loudon has any opportunity to win a football game. It is right here, so I think Loudon wins this one. But William Blount has plenty of chances coming into 5A Region 2 play. But up next is South Doyle, another team that's returning this season for the All Sports Pass Podcast West. And they are at home on Friday. It is Austin East. Now, of course, Austin East, with them being a North team, the rules are the same. A North team will cover that game if the North team's at home, but I will cover that game if the West team is at home. And in this case, South Doyle is hosting, so I will be covering this game. Obviously, both teams did not win their games in the Jamboree at Farragut, as South Doyle played it as Bearden, Austin East played it as Space First Academy. But this doesn't really prove anything. This matchup, though, is a bit hyped. A bit of a hyped game. Near, southeast Knoxville. South Doyle, I'm not that sure. South Doyle's offseason hasn't really been that important when it comes to, popularity in the Knoxville area. Austin East, though, they're on the rise. South Doyle, a little bit on the rise. I thought South Doyle winning this game. Who knows if Austin East gets it done, but I thought South Doyle winning. Up next, we have a new team, Oak Ridge. And also brand new for them, they are now in 6A, which is the highest class in the TSSAA public school region. And they start off on a Thursday at home versus Halls. Yet another instance where a West team is hosting a North team, and I will cover it. Obviously, on TV on Lively Thursday. Obviously, pretty huge game for Oak Ridge as they are facing off against basically a former 5A teammate. They're not region of each other, but then again, Oak Ridge has some familiarity when it comes to playing Halls. That's typically they also play, Powell as well. But then again, we'll see what happens in this one. I thought Oak Ridge winning this one significantly because of talent-wise. I know Oak Ridge just lost some guys to Anderson County, but they didn't lose enough to be a bad team, really. They still have that same talent that they had last year. They still have plenty of guys on the team that can do well for Oak Ridge. Halls has a couple guys. When I saw them at Anderson County, I thought they were good. But not to the point where they can beat Oak Ridge. I have Oak Ridge winning this game. Coming up next, we got our first West versus West matchup of the season. Obviously, that I will cover. It will be Harns traveling to Hardin Valley. The Battle of Northwest Knoxville, significantly. Battle of Solway, if you don't include Oak Ridge. Obviously, huge rivalry between two bad teams. That's all I gotta say. This team did not improve. Especially Harns. Harns lost some guys to Bearden. Of course, Bearden's DeMarcus Jones did transfer to Harns. I do think Harns still doesn't have enough of a talent-wise level, especially with a third-year head coach. But it's especially bad for Hardin Valley. Of course, under their second-year head coach, Hardin Valley actually didn't get any transfers from Bearden. In fact, they lost some very good seniors as well. While, of course, they do have some studs on the 26 seniors. Of course, mentioning Brody Lamb and Samuel Mann, or Mon, whatever you pronounce it. Obviously, they will be good for Hardin Valley this season, but that's just all the talent they have. At home, though, they have a shot. They have a shot at beating Harns. However, I think with Harns having some of those transfers in, even though they lose some because Bearden has Brad Taylor now, I think Harns will win this game. I think Harns will get it done at Hardin Valley. It's just how it is for Hardin Valley, but they got some chances to win, and with a weird schedule too. Not a normal schedule for a 6A team. Closing off it as a non-district opponent, it just doesn't make sense. But I thought Harns winning this game. And finally, last but not least, game of the week number 1, Maryville at Alcoa, Battle of Pistol Creek. Very early. It hasn't happened in week 1 in a while, but it's already here. Battle of Pistol Creek, Maryville, Alcoa. Hyped up game. Teams have had few changes, and now we'll see how both of these teams will do on Friday. It'll be a huge game, and I can't wait for it. It's the reason why it's game of the week. It will probably always be game of the week whenever it's played. It's the tough decision that I have to choose on who wins this game. Both teams have incredible talent. Both teams have lost talent. Both teams have gained talent. Maryville losing their top 2 quarterbacks of 2024 to graduation and transfers. Obviously, Maryville gained those back by getting a baseball player who now plays for football as a running back, and also a Bearden transfer. Alcoa lost their quarterback, lost their star player to Michigan. That's obviously from graduation. But has gained a couple Bearden transfers along the line, and they have a former Maryville quarterback. I believe he's starting. So obviously, this is basically just a Maryville versus Bearden, but it's just Blount County. Who do I have winning? I got Alcoa winning this football game. I see them doing it. They still have the talent. Maryville, I mean, they lost a couple guys. Their running back is Owen Babeway out of baseball. Cameron Porter, I'm hearing, I don't know if he's going to play at Alcoa. I'm not sure. But Owen Babeway has been doing well in the running back position. So, we'll see what happens. I think Alcoa's going to win, though. Alcoa has the talent. And obviously, that is all I have for today. If you are in for the Bearden West preview, obviously, I am not going to be covering that game today. But the West channel will still cover it. It will just be covered by a co-host instead of me, which I usually do for Bearden West. But now, the best racer is covering West football. So, that will be covered in a different video once that releases. And then the whole on episode will be out. So, that's what I got for week 1. And also, Friday night, I'm not doing the Maryville Alcoa because normally I'd be going to my team's games and all that stuff. But I'm now working double side with Knoxville Ablett, and I'm gonna have to travel all the way to Riverdale, and I don't cover Ablett. I may replace Oliver Springs with them one day. But yeah, that's all I have for today. This is the All Sports Pass Podcast West. Like and subscribe. Also subscribe to the North Channel too. Your host Youth, signing out. Actually, before we end today's video, I'd like to cover one team, of course. Heritage. I did not forget that they were in the podcast. I just didn't know if Clinton was a North team or not. It's clear they're not, though. But, yeah, Heritage Clinton, this is a Saturday game. Does not interview with Bearden West when it comes to, like, TV stuff. But I don't know if it's on TV. We'll see what happens going forward. I think Sevier County and Farragut, that one major game. I don't know. That's a 5-star preps game. So either it will be Bearden West or Heritage Clinton. That will be that one name. That will be on TV Saturday. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, another team that I think should be in the West Channel is Clinton. They have a new head coach by the name of Jake Dawson, who, by the way, I think might be the youngest head coach in East Tennessee history. He hasn't even reached 27 yet. Crazy. And it's his first year, too. So, we'll see what Clinton does with a new head coach, a very young head coach. As for Heritage, it's kind of a tough team to play. I mean, Clinton needs some transfers out of Oak Ridge or Anderson County, or I don't know, whatever team that has lost some dice to Clinton, but it kind of looks like it. The receiver, Bryson Maddox, he's doing pretty good. Heritage, they're still Heritage. Who they ain't? How about Clinton dies? But of course, saying that, I have Clinton winning this game. Obviously, there are more chances for Heritage to win, especially when traveling on a Saturday. Bearden's doing that too, but this is a different story. Heritage is Heritage, and Clinton is getting younger as we go. So, obviously, I see Clinton winning this game. Now your host, Youth, is signing out.